pivot means changing. The pivot means changing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to, again, just within a few seconds, I would want to come here and redo this pivot, this time around using different data. This time around using different data. Using different data here. Using different data. Using different data. And this is going to be a very exciting session. So, assuming you are given this kind of information, right? You are given dates that these guys sold. You're given the products that they sold. We have the sales here and the various regions. If you try looking at this particular table keenly, you will not be able to make any meaningful observations out of this. You can't, for example, be able to tell just by looking at this, how much did Christy Olson sell in total? Because I can see we have other Christy Olson. Christy Olson never sold only on one day. If I just go down here, I'm so sure Christy Olson, I'll be able to see Christy Olson somewhere. I'll be able to see Christy Olson somewhere. Don't tell me that he only appears once, Christy Olson. Don't tell me that he only appears once. Don't tell me he only appears once. He seems to be appearing only once. He must have been a very lazy a very lazy salesman, So far, I cannot see him again. I cannot see him again. So this must be a salesman who is what here? Lazy. But I can see others, ladies and gentlemen, who are coming in like twice, like thrice. Right? I can see some repetitive, salesmen who are able to sell many times. My Christy, whatever, I can't see him again. But of course, these sales are too many. He must be appearing somewhere. And you can even search for him. But I don't want to go that way. So if I'm given this kind of data, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm interested in doing something very simple, just understanding this table. One of the finest ways of understanding this table, ladies and gentlemen, is for you to come and click anywhere inside the table. Remember what we said. You click anywhere inside the table. You click anywhere inside the table. And then after clicking anywhere inside the table, could somebody in this case here talk to me tonight? After I click anywhere, it can be anywhere inside the table. What will be the next thing? Somebody who has practiced these pivot tables, after clicking anywhere in the table, then what will be the next thing to be done? Can somebody in this case here talk to me this morning, this night, who can talk to me? Who can talk to me this night, tonight, and tell me, after I click anywhere inside, what thing to be done? Aha, insert pivot table. Thank you very much. You guys are bright. What they are telling me is that Mwalimu, just click anywhere inside, and then you come and say insert. When you say insert, you can see pivot table here. I want to insert a pivot table. After I say insert pivot table, I can see some pop-up window. Once I see this pop-up window, hey, you guys who are trying to follow, what will be the next thing that I need to do here? These guys who are trying to follow, after I say there, insert pivot, I can see there is a new pop-up window here. New pop-up window. Thank you so much. They're telling me that this one, simply because you clicked inside the table and you started, already they have given you the range automatically. They're asking you to choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. I'll always go for the new worksheet. I will go for the new worksheet. So I'll simply say okay there. So when I say okay, then there I am. I have my canvas, what we call canvas paper here. I have my instructions here to build a report. Choose fields from the pivot table field list. So pivot table fields are here, and I can decide. For example, I would want to know how the product sold in each region. So I will come here, for example, and say product, pick here. Take it to the rows, for example. I can see my products say Aspen, Berlin, Carlotta, Crested, whatever like that. And then out of these products, of course, I want to evaluate their sales amounts. So to evaluate, I'll come and pick this. I drag this down. I'm dragging it to the values like that. I drag it to the values like that. Great. So this thing is a beautiful thing. All right. This thing is a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen. I would want to take you a step further. I would want to take you a step further. When I'm here, you see the title is reading row labels. I would want the real title to come here. How do I make the real title to come here? It's very easy. I just need to come and click inside this. So when I click inside there, any value, I will go to the pivot table analyze. Next to it, we have the design. So I'll click on the design. When I click on the design, I don't want to beautify my table as at this juncture. I don't want any of this. What I would want is a report layout. I'll simply come and click on the report layout, and I'm able to see, ladies and gentlemen, quite a lot of items popping up from the down arrow menu. And I'm not interested in all this. I'm only interested in what we call show in a tabular form. I'll simply click there, show in a tabular form. So when I say show in a tabular form, look at what has happened. It has changed here to products. Now, please listen. 1 minute. I would want you to listen and listen to me very carefully. I know there is nobody who is following. That much I know. Right? What I would want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is just to try to see the end product, and then I'll be able to repeat like everything from the scratch. I would want to do as you guys follow to see how the end product will look like. And then I'll come back, and then we start doing this thing together. So great. So here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, pivot tables are very important. Any accountant who does not know pivot tables is not supposed to be an accountant. Now, please listen here. So when I'm doing this, after I finish this, I would want to put a graph. I would want to put a graph by the side because I'm doing what we call a dashboard. So for me to put a graph by the side, could you kindly give me the way forward? What do you think will I do to be able to put a graph now? Please help me. What do you think? As much as I say that you guys are not following, I'm so sure there's some students here. Like I've seen one saying, mine has worked. Mine has worked. Mine has worked. What should I do here? I give data. I will be able to give data. Don't worry. Insert. So I'll give data. Yes. I know I am not sharing the data now. So I'll come and I click on any value inside here. I click on any value inside there. Then automatically I will be able to go to my pivot analyze. Pivot table analyze. So when I say pivot table analyze and I've clicked one of these here, then mine, ladies and gentlemen, will basically be after I say pivot table analyze. I'll come and say pivot chart. And the pivot chart has come up. The pivot chart has come up. I can decide which one I want. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll come here and I'll be able to do what here to say, okay. So when I say, okay, I would need to come and take this a little bit by the side there. So like just by looking at this particular visual representation, I'm able to see that the winner of it all, the salesman who sold the most, is called who? Who is able to see the best salesman here? Is there anybody who is able to see the best salesman, best salesman, the best salesman, the best salesman, the best salesman, the best salesman? Yes, Jacob. It's quad, yes. It's quad, yes. Thank you very much. Of which, remember, if you come and say, for example, you click inside here, just come and click inside here, and then you say right click. If you say right click and then you go to sort, you can sort from smallest to the largest. If you sort from the smallest to the largest, what are you seeing? So in this case, you will be able to see from the smallest here to the very largest, of which you'll be able to see this thing has also behaved. And the quad is the man of the day. He has won everything. He has won everything. He has outshone everybody. Yeah. So sorry. Sorry. Okay. So what I've done, ladies and gentlemen, if I would go back a little bit, sorry for that. If I would go back a little bit, what I did, initially I had products here. So please allow me to take this region. I just want to drag this region back. Let me just return it back to the sender. This region, I would want to return it back to the sender like that. And then I can take back my products here, which were here initially. The pivot, that's why we are calling it pivot. You can change it as much as you want. So like now here, of course, I know if I just drag this product back to the sender there, I'm able to see my total is this 90 whatever, which I can decide to apportion the way I want. So I can come and take this region down here to the rows again. So now I'm able to see the regions here, east, but the total is the same. If I wish, I can come here and right click, and then I say here sort, smallest to largest, Beautiful thing. So what I would want to do tonight is to share this particular worksheet with you, and then we start from scratch. I start from scratch, but now as I do it, you guys will take a step of faith and work it out with me. Is that a good strategy? That I share? And then I will start slowly as you guys now pick up. Great. Thank you very much. Great. So let me just delete these sheets here so that they don't confuse you. Delete this one. I just want to be left with the pivot data. Yes. Let me even rename this to pivot data. Great. So now I want to attach this thing here. So is there anybody who is able to see my pivot? Is there anybody who is able to see my pivot? Is there anybody who is able to see my pivot Excel data? You guys have got eyes and you're not able to see. You've got eyes and you're not able to see. You've got eyes and you're not able to see. They have got eyes. And so somebody who is able to get it very fast, is it possible for you to share it with us on WhatsApp so that everybody should be having it? Should be having it. Are you able to share this with us on WhatsApp? Somebody who is able to move very fast and share it with us on WhatsApp, I'll be so happy. Great. So now have we gotten, thank you very much, Aluoch. So all of us, have we been able to download that data to our machines? Yes or no? Sarah Nyalong, yes. And C, yes. So now everybody has this data on their machine. Everybody has this data on their machine. Thank you, Maria Choki, my longtime friend. Great. Okay, Bernard, thank you very much. I'm late. Which data or data? It is on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, you'll be able to pick it. WhatsApp will be able to pick it. Okay, great. Received. And I'm happy. Thank you very much, Collins. Great. Now we go slowly. And I would want to start from the beginning. What am I doing? I'm trying to show you how to summarize data using pivot tables. Because as an accountant, I'll be given large data. Whenever I'm given large data, I must know how to work with pivot tables. Great, now all of us are ready for this thing. All of us are ready to crush this thing. We shall crush it like no one's business. We are crushing it now. And we are understanding it. Great. So this is the table that I've been given. Somebody in this case here thinks that as a CFO, as a chief finance officer, I'm a stupid man. So what he has done, he has brought information here, sales information on this format: date, sales, product, sales, amounts made, the regions this guy sold these goods in. Great. So if I'm the one, I'll not even have a second chance. I'll tell this young man, you think I'm stupid? You should have summarized this thing to me in form of what here? Pivots and dashboards. But now because you think I'm stupid, there is no problem. What I'll do, I'll just come and click inside the table, the entire table as a CFO. So once I click inside here, because I would want summarization, then straight away, I will go to insert functionality. So when I click insert functionality there, then I will be able to see pivot. I don't want to work with this recommended. I'll always go for pivot table. I say pivot table. Now from there, once this pop-up is up, I'll be able to say, okay. So first of all, I would want to know whether my students have been able to reach at this stage. This empty canvas where we have the pivot table fields. I would want to know whether there is anybody who has been able to reach there. I don't mind. I can repeat again and again until everybody is happy. And please try to give me responses. If no, it's no. Here we don't hide anything. Here we don't hide nothing. We don't hide nothing here. Okay, so Amicus, okay, great. So Ted Othiambo, yes. Please repeat. Okay, I will repeat. I will repeat. Thank you very much, Consolata. FM was a simple paper. Even this one is a simple paper, but the difference is here you must be very honest. If you don't follow, yes. If you don't follow, you simply tell us you don't follow. We repeat. Thank you so much. I'll do exactly that. I'll do exactly that. So I will come here. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. I go back to my pivot data. So if you're taking your notes, which I don't recommend people taking because I'll give you this video, you'll keep on practicing using this video again. So what you have said, once you're given this kind of data, you just come inside here, the main table. Come inside the main table anywhere, just anywhere, click inside a cell, Consolata, inside any cell. It can be even Sunshine. Click, highlight any cell within the big table. That's table from A to E. Once you do that, you go to insert. What are we inserting? It is pivot table. Once you say pivot table, there is a pop-up. We don't even read what it says. You say, okay, say, okay. So now I'm waiting for you, Consolata, and then you, my dear friend, Consolata, if you don't mind, I would love really to have you sharing your screen. Are you able to share your screen, Consolata, and then we walk this journey together? Are you able to share your screen? Done it. Great. Great. Consolata, I'm waiting. You share your screen, or any other person who is not able to follow. When you're not able to follow, you share your screen, and then we guide you. You share your screen, and then we shall be able to guide you. Great. So no one is sharing. Consolata, I'm not yet seeing any communication from you, whether now you're comfortable. Thank you very much. Great. So now we can continue here. Now, so please, once you are here, you have to picture out, you are the CEO. Maybe you want to see how sales of these products was done region-wise. So then here, I'm able to see something very important. Sorry, 1 minute. Here, I'm able to see something very important. Here. So I would want to drag down region to rows. Drag down region to rows like that. I release it there. You drag down region to rows. When you're dragging down some computers, of course, you have to click, like left click, and then you hold on to the click, you move with it. Or you have a mouse pad, you simply come under, if it's this region, simply come and click on it, and then you hold on your mouse pad. You drag down slowly the region to the rows. And then sales figures, hold on to these sales. I'm holding on to these, dragging it down to the values. Beautiful. Now, there is something, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before I continue, I would want to see how many people have been able to reach this step. How many people have been able to reach this step? How many people have been able to reach this step? How many people have been able to reach this step? Bradley Omondi, Faith, Maureen, Paul Macau is dancing as always. Ngozi Robert, thank you very much. Sarah Nyalong, thank you very much. Alif, yes. Then is there Priscilla Sisi? Great. Clifford is raising up his hand, which is very good. Very good. I hope the raising there means we are together. Thank you very much, Samuel Thal. Much. Thank you very much. So, Sawa, thank you very much. Is there anybody who has a question? Who has a question or who would want us to repeat? Please feel free. I don't even have to ask you. Kindly repeat. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So then what I'll do very fast here, I'll just delete everything. I'll delete everything here. Now, Johnson, check what I've done. Johnson, check what I've done from this pivot data. What have we done? First of all, click anywhere inside here. You say insert pivot table. Don't even read whatever is in this pop-up window. Say okay. Once you are here, I simply want you to come and drag. You put this. At times, if you check, at times if you say you check this box, you check, you click on it, it takes you direct like to rows, right? Sales, it will send sales is a value thing. If you check, you tick like that, it'll take you there. But in most cases, they would want you to do what here? To drag down. I'll tell you why they want you to drag down, right? So Johnson, I hope you've been able to follow. Now there is something small that I would want us to do. You see, this is written row labels. And yet I would want this to be written what here region. What do I do to have this column title being okay? What I need to do, I should come here to the design. I want this table to be designed as a real table. So I'll go to the design there, and then I'll be able to go to the report layout. I click on it, and then straight away, the third element, show in tabular form, like that. And then this thing comes nicely. How I wish I had students who know how to dance. Unfortunately, accountants are the poorest dancers. If I got guys who are using smiling emojis, others dancing, others crying emojis, I would have really known how to guide this class better, because I would also want to improve also on my presentation skills, because proper communication is all about, it takes two to tangle. For communication, it takes two to tangle. Great, I can see my own goal. Great. I haven't seen anybody crying, emoji crying. Marie, great. Mercy, wow. You're able to summarize. Anne is laughing, great. May I share? Yes, Aluch, please share. Please share. Thank you very much for that confidence. Please share your screen. Don't even ask whether you should share. Always share. Great. So click inside any of the values. Thank you very much. Are you able to see the design? Yes. Enter left, enter right, on your right. Kabisa mwisho. Enter to formula data. Apana. Click. No. Rudy back to cell, for example, B5. Go back to cell B5. And then now, are you able to see the formula? Yes. Formula, go to data. You don't click on them, just move. You'll be able to see analyze and design. Design is the last one. Just continue. Yes, the last one. Design. How comes you're not able to see it and I can see it? After analyze. Yes, that one. Yes. So once you have now highlighted the design, you'll be able to see report layout on this other row. Report layout. Yes. Click on it. Show in tabular form. Click that one. Great. Thank you so much. That is it. Thank you so much. Any other person who is not able to follow, I can see Consolata Muindi. Great. The step on design. I hope now you've seen. Faith has started sharing their screen. Thank you. So click anywhere. Faith has even gone a step ahead of us. Wow. If it's east, wow. I can see Clarice. Faith, you're ahead of us. By far. You're ahead of us by far. So JM, is it possible, JM, for you to share your screen, please, if you don't mind? JM, please, you want me to pardon the step on, is it possible you share your screen? Samuel Thal match. You are ahead of us, Samuel. Don't share. Don't share screen. Stop sharing your screen, Samuel. You're ahead of us. Thank you very much. JM has been able to do it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How do you share screen? Alif. You're not able to see down there where you have the mute button, stop video, or rather video security. You're not able to see a share screen button, which is green. You're not able to see a share screen button, which is green. Alif. Mali kunapaka reactions. Yes, I do. Then say share there. You'll be able to see it coming straight away to me. Just say there, share. Just try. This thing you keep on trying. By trying, you'll be able to know. The good thing with this thing, yes. Now you've learned something very good. You've learned something very good there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great. But I can see you have a blank. I've learned. Leah Simon has learned something. Leah Simon has learned something. So thank you very much. Now, problem Alif, if you've known how to share today, chances are you'll not be able to know how to stop sharing. And I can see you are really struggling, but you'll overcome. You'll overcome. So for today, I'll help you. You have already known how to stop sharing. Great. So there are 6 new messages. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How do you remove the blank? How do you remove the blank? How you remove the blank is very, very easy for now. How we remove the blank is an easy thing. How we remove the blank, if you have a blank, for now, if you have a blank, let me just see what to do here. So for now, if you have a blank, what you need to do, just go to the last row. Go to the last row. This very last row. It's row 10,000 and something. This last row, row number 10,002. Delete row number 10,002. Delete it. You highlight it. And then how do you delete? If you have a blank, go to the last row. How do we go to the last row? The shortcut of going to the last row. Listen, if for example, I'm here and I say control up, it takes me to the beginning. If for example, I'm here and I want to go to the last row, wherever, so long as I've highlighted any cell, can even be here. So long as I've highlighted any cell, can be anywhere. What I'll do, I'll hold on my control down, and then there are those 4 navigational keys. So I'm still holding on my control. I'm not going to release my control button, and then I'll say down arrow. When I say down arrow, I can see it has taken me to row number 10,001. Is there somebody who has tried doing that? Is there somebody who has tried using this control down arrow? Control down arrow. Anybody who has tried using control down arrow? Anybody who has tried to use control down arrow? Yeah. Great. Thank you so much. Now, once you are here, could you kindly go to cell 10,002? Cell 10,002. This cell 10,002, I would want us to baptize it a little bit, just a little bit. I would want us to baptize it. I would want us to call this cell 10,000. Let us give it any name. Which name now is beautiful? Let's give it any name. Let's call it inawezekana, like that. Call it anything. Call it even a dog. Call it color blue or color yellow. Call it whatever. Just baptize it. Now, I would want to teach you a very important shortcut here. A shortcut of deleting a row. How do we delete a row? To delete a row, what we shall do is to press their control, and then minus. You'll simply come to this row 10,002. You highlight the whole of, look at what I'm doing here, very beautiful. You highlight the whole of it. Once you highlight the whole of it, then you click control without releasing your finger. You are clicking on this control. And once you click on it, you simply go to where almost plus is, near plus. There's a minus down there. You simply say minus. Minus. Automatically, the entire row has been deleted. Has been deleted. Now listen, hey you my good students, please listen. Please listen. Please listen. If, for example, I wanted to delete this 10,001, if I wanted to delete 10,001, what do? I'll simply highlight the whole of it. And once I highlight the whole of that row, I'll not come and start doing this thing that people don't know Excel do, like right click. If you're doing right click and then you don't know Excel. Somebody who knows Excel will use your control minus and it goes. Control minus and it goes. But because this was a good one for me, then I would want to restate it back. So I'll come and say control Z. Control Z means, in this case here, undo. Control Z means undo whatever damage you have done. Undo. Undo. How I wish I would get like 10 students dancing like nurses. You know, nurses, they know how to dance. Accountants do not know how to dance. I've never seen any accountant dancing. Great. 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 Consolata. How did you get that one? Marie. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now if you go to, we dance with numbers, yes. But Selena, you know, life is not about numbers. No, Selena, life has got big things, qualitative things. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I would want you to listen and listen to me very well. For all those of you who have got blanks, it means that your cell, your row number 10,002 has a problem. Your row number 10,002 has a problem. You're supposed to delete it. And how do you delete it? You say control minus. And once you say control minus, now you go to your pivot table. You go to your pivot table, go to your pivot table, go to your pivot table here, and highlight any. You highlight, and like now I've highlighted this number. And then you can right click. You can right click, and then you say refresh. You say refresh. Now allow me to repeat here. Assuming, for example, I had deleted this one, assuming this is the one that I deleted, control minus. And then I go back to my pivot table here. This is highlighted. Then I right click and say refresh. You can see it has already changed. It has already changed. So when I go back to my original pivot, because I would want to undo, I'll say control Z. Just a moment. Control Z like that. And once I have that control Z, if I go to my sheet 3 here, which has a pivot, then I'll simply say right click. Then I say refresh. Wow, it takes me back to where I was. Great. Great. Now, please listen and listen and listen to me very well. Listen, please, here. Listen and listen to me very well. I can still, for example, subdivide these regions. For example, in these regions, I would want to know which products were sold in the regions. Which products were sold in the regions. If I, or rather, even before I go there, there is something very important I want to show you. Once I've highlighted this, I would want to do a graph from the beginning. From right away, I would want to do a graph here, pivot graph. So to do a pivot graph, I'll come to the pivot table analyzer. And the pivot table analyzer, I'll be able to say a pivot chart. And there it is. I'll simply click. This thing is hiding. This thing is hiding my information down here. Yeah, I'll simply say, okay, like that. Once I say, okay, I'm good to go. I am good to go there. I am good to go there. So what I would want to do is to come and, for example, just for purpose of understanding, when I'm here, I would want to right click and then I say sort Sort smallest to largest or largest to smallest. And this thing behaves normally. It behaves normally. Behaves very well. Behaves very well. Behaves very well. So are we together? Somebody here? Are we together? Before I show you something else, let me see the charts here. Are we really together? Let me share my work. Thank you very much. Please repeat. I would rather you share. I would rather you share. I would rather you share your screen. I would rather you share your screen and then I guide you. Somebody please share your screen. When I say share, we should have like 10 of you sharing, especially the ones who have not understood. They're the ones who share. If you've understood, we don't have time for you. If you've understood, we know that even Jesus Christ came to earth for sinners. Yes, my own goal. And no, my own, you are too far. First of all, you are too far. You are way ahead of us, but you haven't yet cleaned the blank. You haven't yet cleaned the blank. Is it possible you go back to your data here? Just go back to data. Click on data. Click on data. Yes. Data. So go to the last row. Go to the last row. Last row. No. The very last one. Just click inside there. Anywhere you say control down arrow. Click anywhere inside there. You say control down arrow. It can't be there. Control down arrow. I don't want you to move between columns. I want you to move down. I want you to move down. You simply click anywhere inside there, and then you say control down arrow. Control down. Yes, okay. So then go to row number 69. Go to row number 69. Highlight the whole of row number 69. Highlight the whole of row. Thank you. Control minus. Control minus. Control minus. Control minus. Are you able to do that? You simply press on control, you hold on to it, and then you say minus to delete it. Control minus. I can't see you doing that really. You see, you have highlighted it. Control minus. Mayom, is it possible you do me a favor? Under J69, cell J69, can you type the word there? J-O, cell J69. J69 down. J69. Just okay, even there, just type anything. Type J-O. Thank you very much. Then go to 69, highlight the whole of it. Highlight the whole of 69. Thank you very much. And then you press control minus. Control minus. Control. Ah, great. Thank you so much. Now go to pivot table. He's using different data. He's using different data. So go back to our pivot table. No, don't insert. Don't insert. Already you have a pivot table. You have a pivot table. Don't insert a new one. No. Don't insert a new one. I wanted us to clean. Now, you're not following instructions. And down here, you have a pivot table tab. Down there, yes. Great. Now, I would want you to right click. I hope you can see your right click. Aha. Where have you right? No. Sorry. Go back to cell B, whichever cell under B. Go back to B9, for example, or even there, yes. And then now right click there, yes, right click. Aha. So you say refresh. Are you able to see refresh? Refresh. You can't see the pivot. Yako ijatoka. We shall overcome. You blank yako ijatoka. We shall overcome. I don't know kwa nini itoki. Maybe you could delete vizuri kule. can see you're doing it nicely. Can't get the pivot, analyze. Mayom, the good thing is that you are way ahead of most of us here. You're way ahead of most of us. Just work slowly on that blank. You must clean the blank. Now, please listen and listen to me very well. Students in this case here are not able to see the pivot, analyze. I know why. I know why. I'll be able to tell you why. You see, when you are here, for you to see, like myself here, right? For me to be able to see other functions, I must come and click one number inside here. Please click inside your table, one number. Click one number, and then you tell me whether now you'll be able to see the pivot, analyze and the design. Are you able to click one number there inside? Are you able to click one number inside there? Once you click that one number inside, are you able to see your pivot table analyze coming up? Tuende pole pole. Tuende pole pole. No. Ebu share your screen tuone. Share your screen. Ebu share your screen tuone jameni. Share your screen tuone. You see, like now has aina pivot analyze, but it has the pivot chart automatically. On the right end, you'll be able to see the pivot chart. Right end. On the right, on top. Tafuta your pivot. Yes. Great. Say okay. Say okay. Okay. Great. So please go under. Ushatoka tayari eh? Haya, asante. Haya. Haya. Sasa unaona kuna hata si lazima uende hiyo kwanza, ni rahisi sana. Kuna pivot chart automatically on the right kabisa, Priscilla. On the right kabisa. Uko juu kwa hizo ribbon on the right. Wachana hiyo pivot table, enda on the right, uko ni left. Uko ni left, enda kabisa. I can see, great, that one. Click it. Great, say okay. Thank you. Is it possible for you to sort this thing in ascending order? Inua juu kidogo, enda juu kidogo kwa data yako, enda kwa data yako back home. Uko just click on any number. Click on any number there, yes. And then you right click. You right click. I hope you're able to see the right click, yes. And then there is a sort. Great. Smallest. Unataka gani? Smallest to largest. Great. Now you're able to see that. Great. Haya, nimeona sababu ya Priscilla wengi wameanza kuona mali hiyo kitu iko. So that is very good for me. Nani mwingine hajaona aweze kushare? Selina ameona. So Priscilla, potelea mbali, tuchukue mwingine. Tuko na Consolata. Thank you. Great. Already Consolata, you have this and you have been able to put this in ascending order, which is very good. I don't think you have any problem there. You are okay. Consolata, you are doing very well. Potelea mbali. Clement, thank you very much. Let's see. Great. So please click one inside here. Click inside one of these numbers. Click inside one of the numbers under column B. Any number there. Great. So once you do that, I can see you happened? I lost you guys. I lost you guys. So allow me to share. Yes. Now we are together now. So please share. So I'm waiting to see what you want us to do there. You haven't yet removed the blank, this blank under 18. And I don't know why you're using different data, You should have used our data, today's data. Wants to remove it, Kifujo, no problem, delete. Use our data. You are out of order. Use our data. You have our data. You are out of order, Let me allow Jacob Golo to share. Yes, Jacob. So Jacob, please go back to. Yes. I'll be able to show you. Actually, you guys are the ones who are not able to allow me to move. Wewe Jacob, iko shida gani? Unaona uko sawa? Kama uko sawa, hapana kuja kwetu hapa. Tupatie time tusonga mbele, Jacob, ama iko swali? Because this is a beautiful thing. Great. Mayom again is sharing. I don't know where the problem is, Mayom. But you see now, Mayom, number one, you're not using our data. You're not using our data. Mayom, you should use our data. I'm sorry, Mayom, today I rule you out of order because you're not following instructions. You're not following instructions, Mayom. I rule you out of order. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I need to. Consolata, you still have an issue. So are you able to see your graph, Consolata? Already you have a graph. This is very good, Consolata. Let's now move on. Let's move on. Let Mwalimu now move on. Thank you very much. Now we are together. Thank you so much. No, Faith, I don't want to help anybody now. Let me first of all demonstrate something further. I can see time is not on my side. So if I come here, there is something very important I would want you to see. Now, I want us to look at other variables. Perhaps as a CFO, I would want to see in each of these regions, how did the products here, how do we divide the total sales of each region into the various products? So I'll come and drag the products and put it under the rows here, region. I release it. So I can see in East, we sold Aspen, Belen, whatever. East total is that. South, we sold this and this. Let me see whether there is somebody will be able to move to the next level like that. Let me see whether there is anybody who will be able to move the next level like that. And the graph is very nice. Although now it's coming tiny, but I can see that under East, for example, this product here called Majestic Beauty is the one that sold most. South, again, I think it is the same product. Let me count. 1, 2. Doesn't matter how they're doing it, but at least you're able to see which product sold most, which product sold most. All right. All right. All right. Wonderful. Yes. All right. So you can break this down. You can break this down very well. So in my next session, on the right, after it disappears, a very good question I'll watch. After it disappears, you see, I know what this guy is talking about. This pivot chart here, maybe you want to make this thing bigger. You want to make this thing bigger like that. So you want to make it bigger like that. You click inside data, yes. You click inside data. So what I'm trying to do here, is it because mine once you click inside data, this thing should be able to come. No, it can't be insert again. No, can't be insert again. It can't be insert again. But once you click inside the table on the right disappears, yes. So, but how do we make it reappear again? You click inside the data here. Mine, I think, because I closed it, that's why it has an issue. That's why it has an issue. But those are things we can be looking at. Great. Now, there is one thing again that I would want us to remind ourselves before I continue. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I've given you these videos in advance. All right? Like this. Press the region, it will appear. Okay. Region will appear. Okay. Great. Let me see. It's good. Mine is not yet up, is not appearing, but we shall overcome. We shall overcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please listen and listen to me very well. Like these pivot tables, they were in which video number out of the many videos I've given you? They were in which video number? Which video number had the pivots? Is there somebody who had watched some video which had the pivot tables? Kunaya makuna. Kunaya, I watched the first two only. Okay. And maybe they were not there. Video number 4. Video number 4. Mayomi is sharing again. We shall overcome. Now, one thing that I would want to advise all of you, ladies and gentlemen, is to ensure that you watch those videos so that when we come here, now everything becomes what here? Very simple. So all of us, like now what I can see students in the AFM group they're doing, people are really discussing, forming even groups outside our usual class timetable schedule. And then they go and discuss, they say this table, so that we can get to move. So I don't come to these particular sessions here to explain simple things. We haven't covered all those videos. No, we haven't covered all those videos. No, we haven't covered all those videos. We'll be magicians to have covered them. No. So in this case here, what we have done is just to give you all the videos in advance. We give you all the videos in advance. We've given you all the videos in advance. So then try to go through them before our sessions. That will really help us. We are new. We haven't received the videos. We shall overcome. I'll be able to send them again. Yes, for us to be able to move faster, we have to watch those videos before. We should be competing like who has watched the first 10 videos? Are we supposed to be in? The videos are numbered. The faster you watch them, the better for everybody. The faster you watch them, the better for everybody. Otherwise, we shall really waste a lot of time here. I'm in number 7. You can see now what Paul is telling us. He's in number 7. Great. I watched 4. What about the class videos since we started this class? A good question there, Sarah. It means that we need to have those videos in a separate area, in this case here, named very well. Now the videos for this class, completed 4. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please listen and listen to me very well so that we don't also kill time. I'll still come back to this pivot. I guess zaingia vizuri because wengi hamjaangalia video hazijaingia vizuri. So then what I would want to do here, is to come and show you, something very small. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if, for example, you are given here quantity, and then you are given here price. You are given here quantity of, say, 12, quantity of 34, quantity of 54, and then a price you're given, for example, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then you want to get revenue here. How do we get revenue? How do we get revenue? Can somebody remind us? How do we get revenue normally? It is in one of the videos. How do we get revenue? Revenue, from what I'm seeing here in the chat box, it is price times quantity. Thank you very much. Price times quantity. So then what I need to do is to come and say equals here. I pick the quantity here. I say times the price, which is 3 there, whichever. I can say price times quantity or quantity times price. And then I should be able to say what here? Control, enter. Ladies and gentlemen, how do I autofill now the others down here? How do I autofill the others down here? How do I autofill the others down? Or do you want to tell me that now the other two I have to keep on saying equals? No. I mean, Excel is quite a powerful tool. It picks these formulas and saves them, and we shall be able to reuse them. So like here, I can come and drag, there are 2 pluses. There is the white plus, which is hot air. It is only used for highlighting. It's a useless thing, right? And then we have, in this case here, this small black, very powerful black, which I'll just need to come and drag down to the 3, like that. If I say Control Z, I will be able to come back, for example, here, put that black. Once that black is at the corner there, to autofill, it's called an angry rabbit. To autofill this angry rabbit, what do? You simply double click. It picks up like that. I would want to say Control Z to repeat again. What have I done in this cell? I must always activate a cell by saying equals. So I can even say price, and then I say times quantity here, right? If I say enter, no problem, but it will pick the next cell. That's why I like saying here, you must learn this. You'll come and say equals to activate. You pick the price there, 3. You say times 12, and then you say Control enter, so that we'll still have the same cell being highlighted. And once it's highlighted like that, to be able to get the other revenues, what I will need to do is to come and put this here, angry rabbit. And then I do what here? I double click. So is there somebody who has been able to do exactly this? Anybody who has been able to do that? Please dance nicely, elegantly. Yes. Thank you very much. Now, please listen. There is something that I would want you to appreciate in Excel as we get. Weldon is saying, great, done it. There is something I would want us to appreciate, and appreciate it from the word go. What will happen is this: when you go to your exam, you will get a situation where Now you'll be given like one growth rate, say like one price. This person will tell you that the price here is 10. But quantity, he'll come and give you 3 scenarios for quantity. He'll give you 3 scenarios for quantity. He'll tell you that quantity could either be 34, 45, 65, 8 or 67, like that. And then he'll come and tell you, hey, please give me revenue. Give me revenue. But you see, this price is supposed to be constantly used. So then how do we get the first revenue here? To get the first revenue, we'll come and say equals, I pick the price, but because this price will be used consistently, who knows what I'm supposed to do to it? Who knows what I'm supposed to do to it? Someone take isisonge. Hata kwa mlima kama utaki lori, isisonge chini, isirudi nyuma. Unaitega. Unaitega aje? Washajua. Unaitega na leta F4. Ukisema tu leta F4, imetegwa hapa na madola. Imetegwa. Leta F4, inategwa. Alafu kuja useme hapa times the quantity. Ukuja useme hapa control, enter. Na sababu imetegwa, nikija hapa nikisema angry rabbit, it picks this. Ilikuwa ishategwa ile 10, 10, 10. So 45 times 10, 65 times 10, 67 times 10. So that thing of F4 ya kutega is a very important thing that each one of us must understand. Each one of us must understand it. Ikitu ya kutega. F4. There's some F4s which don't work. Look, by putting a $sign, Paul, I can see you dancing there. What about these other students? If you don't understand how to lock, then we'll have a problem with Excel. Sambamba, we have known how to lock. So Rhoda is telling us something very important, that if your F4 is not working, use function F4. Use function. I can see Anne dancing there, the lady in red. Charity, Akoramadola. I would wish also to know how to get these emojis. Great. And then now you guys have the jua. Kama hujapata, very good. Which type of referencing is this? Which type of referencing is this? Is it the full referencing or the relative? When you use F4, F4 is full referencing because you unateka zote mbili. F4 is full referencing, right? When I'll be doing this multiple multiplication table, the automatically that will become what here? Relative referencing. Or absolute, yes. Absolute or full referencing. Great. Thank you very much. Great. Sasa hapa makosa moja nitawatoa. Wanafunzi wa hii darasa hawajajua kuuliza maswali ama kulia. Ukilia najua what to do. Usipolia kama sasa nataka kuweka gear next. Nataka kusonga mbele. Nataka nisonge mbele. And this is how I would wish to do this. Great. This Excel is hanging. Why? It doesn't do this. Mikimbiza mbio sana. Just a moment. 4 new messages, sorry. Pivot tables. It's injecting. Repeat on that concept of F4. Great. Kolo, are you able to share your screen? Are you able to share your screen if you don't mind? Lucy, you will overcome, don't worry. The rest dancing. Kolo, are you able to share your screen very fast? If you're not able to share, tell me. Oye, Kolo aongei. Kolo aongei. Clifford yeye ameweka yake kwa miguu inasonga mbele. Kolo, I'm waiting for you. Are you able to share so that I can just show you very fast? Jacob, why is Jacob sharing? Let me see why he's sharing. You know, when you are sharing, you should be asking a question that you have not understood. Or somebody who asks a question there, then I ask you to share your screen. If you're okay, don't share. Unless I also ask you to demonstrate. If you're okay, don't share. If you're okay, don't share. Collins has not tried sharing and is not really talking about what the problem could be. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, assuming in this case here somebody comes and tells you that the growth rate is 0.1, 10%, 0.1. And then he comes and gives you information on price. Information on price. So price information, it gives you 2016. I would have done it actually up here. 2016. We have here 2017. We have 2018. We have 2019. Like that. Thank you. So then he tells you that the 2016 price is 20 bob. But he's telling you that the growth rate is what here is 10%. The growth rate is 10%, right? Then how will I be able to run with this thing really? How will I be able to run with this thing? So for now, I'll be able to show you the local way. You see the local way, what I'll do, I'll come and say equals, sorry, how did I take it there really? I wanted it to be here. This is 20. How I will do it, just locally, I'll come and say equals, I pick this 20, I say times, I come here and say times, I open brackets. You see if it's growing, then I have to talk of 1 plus R. So we have here 1 plus the R, the growth rate here, which is this 10, like that. And then you do what here? You close bracket. And then you hit what here? You hit enter. So in this case, it means that the 2017 figure will be 22. Great. How about 2018? Two ways. So for 2018, I could come here and get this figure from 22. So I have this particular figure growing by just 10%. So how will I do this? I'll come and say equals, I pick 22, I say times, I open brackets, I say 1. I don't know you guys whether you're able to remember the 1 plus R. 1 plus R. So you come and say plus R here. The R is the same, the growth rate. You say close bracket, you enter. What are we getting? 24.2. Right? Alternatively, I want to show you very many ways here before I show you the shortcut now. Alternatively, you could come here and say, hey, equals. I'm picking from the original. If you remember that formula, which used to tell us something like this, if you remember that formula, that amount equals principal into 1 plus R, in this case here, squared like this, squared, or rather n raised to power n, squared was this one here. So if I would want to use that formula, no worries. What I'll do, I'll come and say equals here, and then I'll be able to pick the original principal, which was 20 here. And then I'll be able to say times here. I open brackets as usual, and then I say 1 plus the R, and then I close bracket. I say raised is on top of number 6. on top of number 6, you'll be able to see raised to what here? Somebody, for example, this is coming here 2. So raised to power 2. If I do like that and say enter, then I'll be able to get that 24.2. I can copy the formula, but I don't want to take you that approach. So for example, here I will talk of equals principal amount. I say times on top of 8. I say open brackets. So open brackets, I'm saying 1 plus. We have the growth rate. Then I'll be able to say close. I'll be able to say raised, which is on top of number 6, raised to number 3, and then I say enter. It gives me this. It may look complicated. Why? Because I'm using the long approach of typing formula, right? So first of all, I would want to repeat this, but before I repeat this, is there anybody who has been able to do this up to where I've reached? Anybody who has been able to do this? Anybody who has been able to do this? Yes, I'll be using series, but you see, we have to move a bit slow. Yes. So these guys are okay. Faith is saying there we lock R and then we, which is very nice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to stop here. And then when we come to the next class, I expect you guys to have watched how many videos? Of course, I know there are new students here. But that can't mean all of us must pass. And the only way is to watch what here is to watch those videos as we keep on repeating these things very well. Because like right now where we have reached, when you start seeing when I'm introducing the growth rate, it means that you can tackle now a question after I show you this formatting, the autofill of it. A few hours to tomorrow. I should be able to tackle a question on the pilot paper and a computational question on the exam, December 2022, like that. So Cheriot, you can even watch one video before tomorrow, isn't it? Say video 1 and video 2 before tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you very much. I have to rush home. Leo class imenipata kwa studio. Thank you so much. Tunang'aneni kabisa. Bye-bye. Please ask in the group because I have to rush. Ask in the group, WhatsApp group, please. Thank